People in Las Cruces came to know New Mexico CAFé when they were petitioning for a minimum wage increase in Las Cruces. And Executive Director Sarah Silva says they are continuing to organize people in southern New Mexico.
We're going to keep doing voter reg and getting out the vote in the 2016 elections, the local ones, but like statewide ones, but also national elections. But we're also, how are we engaging our county commission, especially this year, around infrastructure in our Colonias and unincorporated parts of the county? And then second, really having a representative voice for the juveniles and juvenile detention.
Silva says it's important to keep people involved in the political process, not just during elections.
But what we're demonstrating is that people need to get involved year-round, and not just seen as voters or consumers to a political process, but that we're citizens. And once people realize or have an experience of being a citizen, then the push to vote, the push to get more involved politically, regardless of income, increases.
Silva says it's not a lack of knowledge that keeps low-income earners out of the political system.
Any person who is low income can tell you how the system works or doesn't work for them or for their family. What is hard for people to believe is that they have the power to then change it. That's the biggest barrier, is people believe they either don't deserve better or they don't have the power to change it.
Silva says one of the best ways to change that is just having conversations with people.
Talking to people really intently about how do you build a team, relying on relationships. People think it's all money or really shiny commercials, and we want to say no, it's actually relationships. Can you really understand the issues and the needs of your neighbor, and do they know yours, and can you then move together on an issue that you care about?
At a training session for community organizers, Silva discussed some strategies that they found successful.
We know that first, building teams in communities that already have relationships work. We want to make sure people know each other, that people are getting trained. A lot of people get sent to Santa Fe or get put in front of a city council and don't know the first thing of what to say or how to say it. We want to make sure people are fully prepared to act fully into their purpose and use their voice politically instead of just throwing them out like sink or swim. So we know that doesn't work.
Silva says it's also important to keep up with causes after training people.
We know walking with people and journeying with them on their political or public journey is really important, knowing that we're not going to put you out in front of a TV camera alone. We're not going to put you out in front of your church or your congregation alone, that we're going to be really supportive of you and your vision for what you have for your community.
Silva says they try to center their activities around the needs of the people.
We don't give people an issue and say, you're going to work on X, Y, and Z, but we go into communities and we ask them, what problems do you see, and what solutions do you think are out there that we could solve? And we allow people to lead with their own pain, with their own vision, and what we do is we help train them to get to that vision. So that works. A lot of political operations come in with a very set agenda, and we come in saying, we don't have an agenda, what's yours? We'll train you on how to get there.
For KRWG, I'm Samantha Sonner.